Hey everybody, how are you all doing? It's Friday, January 4th. I'm stuck on stupid. Update on Sonospheres. Thank you so much, people. I'm learning, you know what I'm saying? I take nothing for granted, and I just want to, again, tell you folks that I do not think like your typical Westerner. I don't assume anything. You know, just because I sold those records, I don't assume that people are going to buy my records. I don't. This is such a gift to me. I get up this morning and virtually half of these records are sold already. Yeah, I will eternally be thankful, amazed, grateful, and blown away. On my pre-order list, I haven't hit the 50 yet, but I'm up about 44. I've sold 44 copies of this mother already. As I explained yesterday, I only had 100 of these pressed up, kind of re-strategizing. Last year, by making my records through Pirates Press, I realized some personal goals. And I want to do... And so then this one I needed to try to economize, which is why I'm doing it the way I am. By the way, lots of information to pass in this video. So I went ahead and paid off the pressing of the record yesterday. So they're telling me they're planning to finish it up today. I'll have the records next week. You know, at least according to schedule, I'll actually have the records next week. Working with Make Believe Studios here in Omaha, as I told you, and visited them yesterday, and was going to went through them to get my blank white sleeves because they were going to order, and I was saying, geez guys, you know, they were planning to order at the end of the month, and I said, is there anything I can do? And then Rick, who is one of the main guys there, looked, and they had 100. They had a box of 100 they hadn't opened yet, so he sold them to me. So then I went to, I didn't go to Kinko's like I usually do. Tim, if you see this, I'll talk to you about that later. My friend Tim works at Kinko's. But it's way the hell away from me. I found a printing company that's close to me, which I can be really slow, guys, you know, about some things. So I went there and had the information. This is what I'm pasting on the records. So I had these done, the front, and I had the back done. I will not be making records like this again. The next record, I want the album cover fully printed. This is a lot of work, and I'm OCD, so some of these aren't, you know, this is how they're coming out. I want them all to be perfect, you know what I'm saying, as far as the way they lay on the paper, but some of them are little, there's like that, you know what I'm saying? Nothing too bad. But how does that, boy. The other, okay, and I've also started to put these in every record, and like I said, if I can, whatever else I can dig up, you know, providing it's not just garbage, you know, to stick in here. The other thing I'll say about this process that is not fulfilling is there's no spine information. I don't like blank spines. And the idea of trying to stamp the information on the spine, I've thought about that, but I'm just going to let this one go. But I've started to put the covers together, and this isn't labor intensive. I've only put together so far about 25 covers, so I'll be working on that today. Also, this morning I will make available on Bandcamp the record Sonospheres. I'll upload it this morning. Probably in a couple of hours, the album Sonospheres will be available for a digital download via Bandcamp. It will be free, okay? So you folks that buy the record, obviously you're entitled to a free download. Anyone else, if you want to download it for free or if you want to give me some money, that's up to you. But since getting download cards is another cost that I can't afford, I'm doing it like this. You do get a digital download of this album through my Bandcamp site. Thank you so much. There's more. Oh, I think I told you. Yeah, the record should be here next week. Blue vinyl. A lot of thoughts. Extremely thankful, extremely reflective about this, because I really do think it's one of the failings of business mind to make assumptions that a model is successful. I'm just not going to do that. This is such a blessing and a gift every time I can make a record, and every time I make a sale, it's a blessing. I do not assume that people that have bought my other records are going to buy this record. I don't assume that. I don't. Okay? Freedom, it's, buy it or not, There's a lot to say, but this much I'll say. Yesterday, I got a hold of the Bemis about the artist residency, and the guy that interviewed me probably spoke too soon because they hadn't decided yet. I may not get it. Let me tell you this, folks. If I don't get it, no big deal. The main thing that the artist residence was going to do was going to help me financially. I have a whole plan of what I was going to do with the residency, which would actually fulfill their agenda of this residency program for Black Omaha. They just don't realize it. We'll see how this goes down. I'll say this, because I'm not a slave to money. If I don't get this, I'm gonna make a statement about why I think I didn't, because it's true. And if it is true, it's sad, and I'm gonna make a loud statement about it because I've been talking about it before. Okay? See, I'm not gonna be nice just because you might give me money. I don't care. I don't. One more thing. I understand folks have been letting me know that they'd love to buy the record. They can't afford it. I understand. I'm amazed that people, it's just such a validation, Here I am making records and selling them, and I still can't really afford to be buying records right now. The fact of the honest matter is that, especially if I don't get the artist residency, then I have to continue to increase my ways of making income for number one reason is, as a homeowner, I'm responsible for this place. And I have things that need to be done to keep the house operable. Those things aren't cheap. And so as much as I want to buy some records, and I'll probably chip away at buying a record here and there, I really need to have money to take care of my my belongings. I have to be practical about this. This is why I look so askance at Hollywood and the majority of the world. All of the people completely lost to the bling, 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 and the showiness and to me, I think of it as wealthy squalor. It's like, it's pointless after a point. I don't want to be rich. I just want to make records and be able to live. Honestly, it makes me really sad that the majority of mankind is absolutely blind to this and is still making the naked money grab. As pathetic as the earth is, as pathetic a shape as the world is in now because of our actions, we're blind to them and we keep doing them. Jesus. I'm just going to keep it on the one. Really happy to make these records. Just want to keep it rolling. Matter of fact, I'll show you the cover for the next record. I don't know what's going to be on it, but this is the cover I want, and I want a full color print of this. Nothing cheap, because I love this art. Where is it? Oh, just give me a second. I had it. Here it is. Jordan Noel, I think you watched this down in Athens. I love you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And this, you say this is your favorite of my collages so far. This is the one I want to use for my next album. I'm already looking ahead, folks. I really am. This is just a dream come true. I can't even show it to you, really. I got to get this baby scanned, because that's my collage. This is the actual original collage work with all the pasting and stuff. But thank you, Jordan. Yeah, this is one of my favorites too. I definitely want to use this for my next release, whether it's Sonospheres 2 or if it's a song-oriented record. I'm excited. I'm already looking forward to the next release. The way I'm looking at doing it is, I visited with Make Believe Studios yesterday. They're 100% that they're going to be up and ready to press records this spring. So the universe providing that it allows me to do this, that's my plan, is to make the next record through Make Believe right here in Omaha. Okay. I had said that I wanted to talk about a friend, Ellis, who's trying to raise money. I'll do that in another video, but I want to talk right now about another musician I've worked with who I still have a little bit of contact with, and I want to shine some light on his work first, okay? And let me just be completely honest, because I don't mind. I like this. I actually like this much better than Epicycle. People tell me the honest truth about what they think of my music, so people handle it, okay? Not everyone's going to love us, you know. Labrador, who is originally from Denmark, but lives in Berlin and is based in Berlin. I met him 5 years ago and worked with him through him coming to Nebraska to participate in the Nebraska Pop Festival, the first annual Nebraska Pop Festival, which is still going. That's how I met Kleeman. But anyway, Kleeman and Labrador were musicians who were traveling over from Europe to participate in the pop festival, and they needed musicians. So the organizers contacted me about Kleeman and Labrador. I'm sure glad they did. Labrador, what's the name of this one? I'm not on any of these records, but I've played it with him live. Instamatic Love Life. I'm going to play some for you. I like Labrador. Fleming, if you watch this, I'm going to send you a link, because your music's good. That's Instamatic Love Life. What I heard by him that made me excited about playing with him was this CD, Labrador. Goodbye, Suzanne. And the song could have, in my opinion, could have been a hit. In a Blue Balloon. Look, check this out, all right? Labrador. Labrador, my buddy. If I remember, I'll put in some pictures of us playing together if I remember. This one is my favorite, but I wanted to play this for you because this is a good pop song. It's good. Let's see what year this is. 2003 for this one. Simple but nice. That's a nice blend. I like that a lot. Now, I think people get the wrong impression of me that I just don't like pop regular music. I do, but I know what it is I like and what I'm tired of. Okay. It always makes a difference when there's a personal connection. So this is just good. That's why I'm playing for it. Now here is, I want to play one more bit of a song for you by Labrador, because yeah, Labrador is someone that, again, listen, this is off of a Kaleidoscope Aeroplane. This is nice. This is real nice. Listen to this.
Walking down the streets through the old parts of Havana, I met a girl, she said the world is maybe not what you think it could be. I turned around, I heard a sound, but I don't think she was really true yet. Then she said something that was hitting me under the belt, so I decided to see. But then the girl sang hallelujah, but I don't think it was peculiar. But what could I say? She smiled to me in that way. The world turned round without a sound. I'm leaving JFC today, but if the world turns round, I come back for you, unlike a kaleidoscope aeroplane.
So yeah, I just thought, honestly, because I noticed a couple of comments from Fleming recently. They said, you know something, I have done so much stuff that half of it I ain't told you about. And let me tell you about Labrador, about my friend Fleming Borby. Fleming, if you watch this, if there was ever any way financially that we could work together again, I would love it. You know, again, the bottom line is always, is there money to make it happen? Kind of which is where things are at with me working with Rick Agnew this year. I hope we can find some kind of sponsor or something so we can tour. That's what we need, is we need money to go out on the road. We can't do it. We don't have it, you know. I can't speak for Rick, but I think that's the situation. Okay, let me try to wrap up here. Okay, so probably by noon, Sonospheres will be up on my Bandcamp site for free download. Whatever else I'm forgetting, I'll come back and talk to you later. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you so much.